Big day in football, Manchester City closing in on Enzo Maresca, settling their war with Chelsea. Casemiro sealing his Messi reunion in Miami. Doku locking down his future at the Etihad, while Grimaldo edges toward Atletico. Real Madrid's left-back chaos puts Carreras on the market. Liverpool rejected on Diomande. Newcastle standing firm on Tonali. And Ronaldinho back in football at 46. All the biggest transfer headlines right now. Make sure you're subscribed to us because this window is just getting started. Breaking from Stamford Bridge, Manchester City are closing in on a financial settlement with Chelsea, clearing the runway for Enzo Maresca to become their next head coach. Chelsea say they have the evidence, an illegal approach. Grounds to report City straight to the Premier League. They won't. Sources indicate a deal worth more than £10 million is being finalised as we speak. Chelsea cashing in, City moving on. The post-Guardiola era at the Etihad doesn't start with a press conference. It starts the moment ink hits paper. Maresca's wait may finally be over. Nicola Jackson is heading back to Chelsea. Bayern Munich have confirmed it. They won't trigger the option. The loan is over. But this isn't a simple homecoming. Several clubs have already made inquiries and a transfer remains very much on the table. Xabi Alonso wants to assess him first, give Jackson a real chance to prove his future lies in West London. The decision now belongs to one man. Here we go, Casemiro is on his way to Miami. The Brazilian has agreed a free transfer to Inter Miami, his Manchester United contract expiring this summer after 160 appearances in red. The reason? One name, Lionel Messi. Casemiro wanted this, a chance to line up alongside his old rival, anchoring an ambitious new project in South Florida. Terms are agreed, the green light is given, all that's left is the official statement. From Old Trafford to Miami, the next chapter starts now. Atletico Madrid have agreed personal terms with Alejandro Grimaldo. The left-back has said yes, he wants this move, a return to Spain, a return home. Now it's down to the clubs. Negotiations with Bayer Leverkusen are underway, both sides working to close the gap and get a fee agreed as soon as possible. After years of searching for their long-term answer at left-back, Atletico may finally have found him. The player's on board. The deal is getting closer. Jeremy Doku isn't going anywhere. The Belgian winger has agreed a new deal at Manchester City, running all the way to June 2031. A salary rise, a longer commitment. A clear signal, Doku is central to Enzo Maresca's long-term vision at the Etihad. After the season he just had, this is no surprise. So tell us where does Doku rank among the best wingers in the world right now? Alvaro Carreras' time at Real Madrid hangs in the balance. Marc Cucurella's arrival changes everything. Mourinho's first-choice left-back is now set, and Carreras finds himself behind him in the pecking order. Chelsea, Arsenal and Manchester United are all circling. The Xabi Alonso connection stands out. The manager who signed Carreras at Madrid now building his own left-back search at Stamford Bridge. Real Madrid want their $50 million back. Carreras wants to play. Something has to give. Savinho's time at Manchester City could be coming to an end. Tottenham are closing in. Talks with City advancing on a fee worth around £60 million. Limited game time last season, no World Cup call-up. The Brazilian wants regular football and Roberto De Zerbi wants him. Only the structure of the deal remains. This one's edging closer by the day. Manchester United are closing in on Matheus Fernandes, West Ham's prize midfielder, relegated, in demand and wanted at Old Trafford. United are preparing an opening bid worth around £75 million. West Ham want closer to 80, but it's not just United in the race. Tottenham have entered the picture too. The Fernandes chase is heating up. Ronaldinho is back in football. The Brazilian icon, 46 years old, last seen on a pitch with Fluminense back in 2015, has signed with Italian Serie C side Ravenna. But before you imagine him nutmegging third division defenders, this isn't a playing comeback. Ronaldinho joins as a shareholder, an investor, the face of the club. He'll be officially unveiled in Miami on June the 23rd. New colours, same smile, he says. A new story written with the Cipriani family. The magician isn't done yet. Tottenham's pursuit of Sandro Tonali hits a wall. An £80 million bid has been rejected by Newcastle, knocked back almost immediately. The Italian is Roberto De Zerbi's top target. He's contracted until 2029, and Newcastle made it clear only a huge fee changes their mind. This comes weeks after the Magpies already sold Anthony Gordon to Barcelona, proof they're not afraid to cash in when the number's right. For Tonali, that number isn't 80 million. Spurs need to go again. Brighton are not giving up on Luka Vuskovic. A new offer has landed at Tottenham, £45 million, all in. The Croatian international wants this move to the south coast. He's made that clear. But Spurs aren't budging easily. Their valuation sits well above what's on the table. Brighton's persistence says everything. The question now is whether they'll go higher. Liverpool's first move for Jan Diomande has been knocked back. An £87 million bid for the RB Leipzig winger turned down. Leipzig want more. Reports suggest the real number sits closer to 113 million. Diomande's stock keeps climbing, fresh off a man of the match display for Ivory Coast at the World Cup. Liverpool aren't backing down. This is round one, not the final word. Salah's successor hunt continues. Manchester City are ready to close in on Elliot Anderson. Negotiations are moving into their final stages. A new round of talks with Nottingham Forest set to follow as City push to get this one sealed. The fee being discussed? In the region of £120 million. A British record in the making. Anderson wants this move. He's already said yes. Work in progress. But make no mistake, this one's heading to the Etihad. Let's clear this up. Tottenham are not working on a deal for Mason Greenwood, despite the reports flying around. Fabrizio Romano shutting it down himself. De Zerbi's old Marseille connection? Not enough. Greenwood isn't a Spurs target. Not now. Not close. Edinson Cavani's time at Boca Juniors is over. The club have terminated his contract, Ole confirming the split after a season ravaged by back injuries. Just 2 appearances, no goals, a body that finally said enough. But make no mistake, the 39-year-old isn't done. Retirement isn't on the table. Not yet. So where does the Matador land next? Drop your prediction below. This one closes on the engagement hook like you wanted. Want it folded into the rundown with the other 3 or kept separate? Here we go. Barcelona have struck a deal for Josue Caicedo. The Ecuadorian, just 18 years old, joins on loan from LDU Quito with an option to buy that could turn mandatory. Total package around €2.5 million. He's headed straight for Barca Athletic to develop. Another Ecuadorian talent, another European giant. Barcelona moving early and moving smart. That's today's transfer rundown. Done and dusted. Deals closing, bids rejected, futures hanging in the balance across every major league in the world. If you don't want to miss a single move this window, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay locked in. We'll be back with more very soon.